Hi everybody, welcome to the BillPierceGuitar.com video series. Today we're going to be opening the Beaulieu files and we're going to discuss in lesson 3 the legato techniques that we worked on between the end of the 90s and the early millennium. Hopefully you'll only put 10 minutes a day in on these. We don't want to injure our wrists or our elbows. In this part of the lesson, lesson 3, we're going to talk about two-fingered combinations of legato. So basically all the notes are hammered on or pulled off, and for picking you can do whatever you want for picking, but I think it works best to sweep across the strings like this. We're going to use 1 and 2 to start, again with the 5th fret of the D string. Down hammer, down hammer, down hammer, down hammer, up, pull off, up, pull off, up, pull off, up, pull off. And then we're going to try a combination of fingering 2 and 3. And then we're going to go with 1 and 3. And then we're going to use fingering combination 1 and 4. And then we're going to use 3 and 4. And then we're going to use 2-4. Again, you'll notice that my wrist is dead straight. You want to make sure you keep your wrist that way so that we don't irritate things while we get our chops together, and especially with legato technique. For this part of the lesson, we're going to use legato with our two-fingered combinations. So basically, we're going to be hammering on and pulling off, and we're also going to slide because we're going to be moving up the neck and then back down again, like this. 1 pick per string. First and third finger combination. And then we're going to use first and fourth finger. Now we're going to use the second fourth finger combination. Be careful with that one because it might irritate the tendons on the top of your hand. Now we want to use 3 and 4. Nice and slow with this one. Pull these muscles around. That combination right there is especially hard to do, but it's mostly important because for shredding you really need to have that fourth finger independence.